We take you now to Peel Police Headquarters, where investigators are detailing results of Project Big Rig, focused on stolen commercial vehicles and cargo.
Good morning. I'm Constable Tyler Bell, Public and Media Relations Officer for the Peel Regional Police. I'd like to take this time to ask everyone to please ensure that your cell phones and devices have been silenced. On behalf of all the agencies present here today, I want to thank you for joining us at Peel Regional Police Headquarters as we provide the details on Project Big Rig, a joint forces operation which disrupted a large criminal enterprise. We begin today by first acknowledging the land on which we gather is part of the treaty lands and the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. In particular, we acknowledge the territory of the Anishinaabeg, Huron-Wendat, and Haudenosaunee, and the Ojibwe Chippewa peoples, the land that is home to the Métis, and most recently, the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, who are direct descendants of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land, and by doing so, we give our respect to its first inhabitants. At the conclusion of this announcement, there will be a question and answer period for your inquiries. I ask that you keep your questions specific to the information discussed here today. Additional inquiries can be made afterwards. A media release will be issued shortly after this conference, which will include links to all of the information provided here today, and a full video of this conference will be available on the Peel Regional Police YouTube channel. Joining us in attendance today are our policing partners from the Halton and York Regional Police Service, Toronto Police Service, Ontario Provincial Police, and the Criminal Intelligence Service of Ontario. Today we'll be hearing from the following speakers: Deputy Chief Nick Milinovich, Investigative and Emergency Service Command, and Detective Mark Haywood of Commercial Auto Crime. So without further ado, I'd like to invite to the podium Deputy Chief Milinovich. Deputy.
Thank you, Tyler. Good morning, and thank you everybody for joining us here today. In the last 2 years, we have seen unprecedented trends with commercial auto theft. Today, we have gathered information on a major joint force investigation. It was dubbed Project Big Rig. It has resulted in the arrest of 15 individuals who share a total of 73 charges for this investigation. The total value of property recovered is $9 million. It has resulted in the recovery of 28 tractor trailers and 28 cargo containers. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our partners: Halton Regional Police, Toronto Police Service, York Police, the Ontario Provincial Police, for all of their efforts. You've often heard me say before that this type of crime, organized criminal activity, has no jurisdictional boundaries. And the fact that our partners are so willing to support this work is a demonstration of their commitment towards the understanding of the need for us to collaborate in order to respond appropriately to this type of crime. Cargo theft is not a victimless crime. It inflicts serious financial harm, disruption to movement of goods, and increases insurance costs. These costs are then passed down to the consumers and impact the bottom line of businesses, which can have further negative consequences. It also affects the many logistics companies that operate here in Peel and throughout Ontario. Peel is one of the largest transportation hubs in Canada. With 5 major highways that run through our region, approximately $1.8 million of goods passes through our region every day. And often we are seeing that the proceeds of cargo theft and auto theft are used to fuel and fund organized crime. This often involves drugs and guns that are then directed towards our communities. The recovered cargo and vehicles through this investigation have removed millions of dollars out of the hands of organized crime. This, again, could have been funneled towards other criminal activity. The success of Project Big Rig is just one example of the work that our service and our partners are doing to combat auto crime and auto theft and keep our communities safe. Once again, as you have heard me say before, criminal activity has no boundaries, and neither do the responses that we create in order to respond to them. At this time, I would like to call Detective Mark Haywood to share details of the investigation. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mlailovich. Good morning. I'm just going to be reiterating a lot that the Deputy already indicated, but the Region of Peel is a transportation hub for cargo in Ontario and most of Canada. With 90% of cargo for the province originating in or transporting through the region, approximately $1.8 billion worth of goods traverse the region daily. With a robust logistics sector, the region is a prime target for organized crime groups that prey on these companies by orchestrating the theft of tractors, trailers, and loads. Often the proceeds of these crimes are used to fund other criminal activities such as the purchase of illicit drugs, guns, and support gang activity. In December of 2022, members of the Peel Regional Police Commercial Auto Crime Bureau identified one such group operating within the GTA. In March of this year, due to the vast area the group was committing their crimes in, Peel Regional Police formed a joint forces operation with York Regional Police, the Ontario Provincial Police, Toronto Police Service, Halton Regional Police Service, and our community partners from Equité Association to initiate a multi-jurisdictional, multi-investigational task force called Project Big Rig. As a result of this investigation, 6 locations were targeted within the GTA, and warrants were executed. Through the hard work of the investigative team, I'm pleased to share that the investigation resulted in the recovery of 28 containers of stolen cargo valued at $6.99 million. An additional 28 stolen tractors and trailers valued at $2.25 million were recovered. Total value of recovery, $9.24 million. 73 charges were laid against 15 individuals as a part of this prolific organized crime ring. Charges range from the possession of property obtained by crime, theft of motor vehicle, break, enter, and theft, operation of a motor vehicle while prohibited, breach of probation, fail to comply with release orders, and trafficking in stolen goods. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the investigative team for their dedication and the partnered agencies for their commitment and assistance. Through funding provided by the Ontario Government, Criminal Intelligence Services Ontario supported this Peel Regional Police Service joint investigation. I'll now go through a list of the 15 individuals who were arrested and charged. Balkar Singh, age 42, of Brampton. Ajay, age 26, of no fixed address. Manjeet Pada, age 40, of Brampton. Manjivan Singh, age 25, of no fixed address. Amandeep Badwan, age 32, of no fixed address. Karamshan Singh, age 58, of Mississauga. Jasvinder Atwal, age 45, of no fixed address. Lakvir Singh, age 45, of no fixed address. Jagpal Singh, age 39, of Brampton. Sukhvinder Singh, age 44, of North York. Kulveer Bains, age 39, of Breslau. Banshidar Lalsaran, age 39, of Brampton. Shabat Verma, age 22, of Brampton. Upkaran Sandhu, age 31, of Breslau. And Sukhninder Dillon, age 34, of Brampton. I now open the floor to questions.
Hi, Linda Ward from CBC. Just wondering if you can go through specifically what this cargo is that's being targeted. Is it one thing? Is it many different things?
Many different things. The 28 loads were all varying in shape and size, value as well. There was stuff, vehicles, snowmobiles, ATVs, right down to food goods, but it was a random selection of products they were stealing.
And how are they managing to get their hands on this cargo? Is there a specific tactic they're using?
There was a specific modus operandi they were using where they were entering a lot of the facilities through the fence. They would cut the fence, go in, steal the product, steal a truck usually, and drive out the fence.
And how did you manage to track them down, catch them, find the cargo?
A lot of it was police techniques that I can't really get into, but there was a lot of surveillance involved.
Were they all found in one location? You said there was 6 locations targeted. Was it spread out across the 6?
So the target locations were areas they were storing the stolen goods. They were operating throughout the GTA, so it was all across several different communities and municipalities.
And were they in like retail locations or I'm assuming they were using it to sell, they were selling this merchandise.
Yes, the property was being brokered to the gray market, which sometimes can be flea markets, it can be different other stores. Sometimes unsuspecting victims were, or people were purchasing the products not knowing they were stolen.
Okay. And so in terms of any other outstanding suspects, are you looking for anybody else? Do you think this is more widespread than what you've been able to identify to date?
This particular organized crime ring, I believe we have arrested everybody involved.
Okay, thank you.
Certainly.
Sir, how long did it take you to track them? And because this really is becoming a big
Well, we've been listening to Peel Police update the media on Project Big Rig, which resulted in the arrest of 15 individuals. 73 charges have been laid. 28 containers have been recovered, along with millions of dollars in products.